So the wait is finally over. This weekend we're getting Canelo versus Crawford. I think that Dana White did a really good job promoting this event, him and his team. So let's get into this card and let's see how we can make some money off it. Yeah, this is a really risky fight to bet for the main reason being that neither of these guys have fought anyone at all. So we don't really know how they do against good competition. I will say that Callum Walsh definitely impressed me more on film, and I think he's going to win. And him being TKO Boxing's first signing, I believe, or first signee to be on a major boxing card, somehow I think the judges will be a little bit biased for Dana White's fighter because soon enough I think he'll be a big part of the sport and they don't really want to piss him off and get his money away. So why wouldn't they give Callum Walsh a close decision maybe? I don't know. This is a kind of a risky fight though. They're both brawlers, but I think Callum Walsh is much more accurate with his punch. I think he lands more clean punches than Vargas does. I think Vargas is very, very, very sloppy, and I think Callum Walsh can capitalize off it. But like I said, this is a risky fight in my opinion. We don't know enough about either of these guys to really make an honest assumption on how this is going to go. I say Walsh, but this is pretty dangerous. MJ fans, please shut the fuck up. I swear to God, y'all think he is amazing. He's not. He will get beat up by in a way. Watch. So, I do think Lester Martinez is the more skilled fighter. I think he is a better boxer overall. But I think that Lester Martinez is a problem with sitting in the pocket with guys who want to sit there and trade with them. And Billy's not the guy to do that against. I think Billy has more power than him. I think Billy has crazy one-punch KO power. And I think it's just at some point that Billy's going to find his chin, maybe find his body, and he is going to absolutely crack him, and it's going to be over. And Billy is not as skilled as Lester Martinez. I just think after watching the Raiko Santana and Martinez fight that it looked like to me that if Raiko Santana can drop Lester Martinez, then Billy can definitely do it. I mean, Raiko has good power, but Billy has better power. The thing Martinez has going for him is that Billy doesn't have really good defense. He's kind of a little bit of a punching bag. But if you sit there in the pocket with him, he will unleash some crazy, crazy shit when he hits you. So if Billy can land clean, I definitely got him winning this fight. I think this is a very risky fight to bet, but I'm just going to go with my gut and go with Billy. Call 1-800-GAMBLER to check yourself into gambling rehab if you're betting on this fight. I'm going with Raiko Santana in this one. I just think he has sharper skills, more polished skills than Nelson. The only problem with betting Raiko Santana is he gets robbed all the time. So taking Raiko Santana as someone who gets robbed all the time could be risky and not the safest place to put your money. I just think his performance will be decisive enough to where a robbery isn't even possible. I could be wrong, but it just looks like Santana's a much better and more sharp boxer. If I had to compare him to anyone, he's like David Morrell. He likes to fight on the inside, he likes to brawl with you, but he still has that Cuban influence in his fighting. So he will switch that style when he feels like it or need be. Steven Nelson, on the other hand, he's one of those guys that I respect the hell out of him. I respect the hell out of his story. It's not easy to start boxing late in life and to actually succeed in it, and that's what he's done. I really don't see anything he does better than Santana. Like I said, respect the hell out of his story. And it is impressive that he gave Diego Pacheco an okay fight. But I just don't think he's skilled enough. I don't think he's fast enough. I think Nelson is just one of those guys that proves more and more how great of a coach Bo McIntyre really is. Because he was able to turn Steven Nelson, a late starter in boxing, into a fighter who's now facing someone on the caliber of Raiko Santana and could maybe win. Okay, yes, it is a little bit alarming that Crawford is moving up 2 weight classes, but my problem is in the people saying that he's going to get knocked out because he's moving up 2 weight classes. I just think it's fucking dumb because not only has Canelo not had a knockout in fucking years, he couldn't even knock out Berlanga, who Shiraz just made look like he was nothing. He just made him look easy. And Munguia, he couldn't knock out Munguia, but a random French college student who part-time boxes. I mean, look me dead in the face right now and tell me that Berlanga, Skull, and Munguia are even close to the last three guys Terrance Crawford has fought. Come on, man. Errol Spence is way better than all of those guys. The best win that Canelo's had in the past, like, fucking 6 or 7 years is Charlo. And honestly, it don't even look like Charlo was there to win. And speaking of that, y'all do know that Charlo ducked Terrance Crawford so he could fight Canelo, right? I mean, this is well established. So you're meaning to tell me that Charlo was scared of Terrance Crawford, but not scared to move up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo Alvarez? Why can Canelo have multiple bad performances after multiple bad performances and can't come through with any KOs in recent history and just looks slow, has low volume, just really doesn't throw in combos anymore, just looks really fucking sloppy. But then Terrance Crawford has one fucking close fight where he doesn't get the knockout because almost all of Terrance Crawford's fights in this stage of his career have been knockouts. But he can be near perfect in his career and fight better guys than Canelo's been fighting. But yeah, he don't get any of the credit. None of the credit. Instead, he gets criticized for having a close fight with Madrimov. And then people like to use that fucking fight as an example for why Canelo's going to win. Just shut the fuck up, dude. Tell me you don't know anything about boxing by saying that shit, because Madrimov is the exact opposite of Canelo. Madrimov is slick, has master footwork, he has a Soviet style. The Soviet style that fucking beat Canelo Alvarez's ass earlier this decade. And another thing I hope that the Crawford team is making sure they get right is drug testing, because Canelo has obviously always been on the shit, and he probably always will be. But I have never seen one bad performance from Terrance Crawford. Canelo, I've seen multiple bad performances from, and very recently. So why would I ever bet on Canelo Alvarez?